I'm about to traumatize myself making this video. So I was doom scrolling on Reels the other day, and I came across what I thought at first was a shit post, because it was just a bunch of nonsense and bullshit and tomfoolery. But then I checked the comments on that shit post, and they told a whole different story. Like, apparently this is all the account posts, just like content like this. And I was intrigued because I'm like, yo, what is going on in this account? Is there something I'm not seeing? And, well, first of all, let me just show you the video that I saw on my For You page. So, yeah, bro, there's no wonder why I thought it was a shitpost at first. So, like I said earlier, I checked the comments after, laughing my ass off at that video. And the comments, were genuinely, concerned for this person's well-being. And I was like, wait, it's never this serious, right? Surely this is just, a joke post, right? This isn't, an actual thing. An actual, insane asylum patient or some shit like that. I don't know what I was thinking. But the comments intrigued me enough to the fact where I check out the account and... bro, the comments aren't lying. Now, I don't typically really invest my time into looking into accounts like this, like niche Instagram accounts, stuff like that, because most niche, Instagram pages that I see are, meme pages, or, they're satire, or, it's just, an art project or something like that, or it's just music, or, just some shit posting. But this niche, if you can even call it that, this is much more than just your regular Instagram niche, because scrolling through this person's page is dead ass looking through old ass 4chan threads. I don't know how to explain it. It's so weird. This content is genuinely I don't know how to describe it other than just fucking weird as fuck. Now, how about we take a look at this person's account? So, this account's username is Tomoko Janso, but I will be referring to them as Tomo throughout this whole video. So, obviously, by the bio and by the name, this account is Indonesian, and most likely the person running this account is also Indonesian. And I guess their profile picture is rings or something. I guess it's rings. I don't really know. It's some type of jewelry. So the thing about Tomo is that they post a lot. There are so many reels on their account, and most of it, I'd say 60% of their content is just random nonsense screen recordings. Yeah, bro, like I said, it's just a bunch of nonsense, and this is the bulk of what they post. But the other percentage of whatever the fuck they post is not very different, but it definitely is different enough to be classified as different, if that makes sense. So there's 4-ish, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really count. About that many different types of content that they post besides just these random screen recordings. And it's either emoji cats, just random photo dumps, or themselves. Now, as for the photo dumps, I wasn't really able to find anything interesting in those photo dumps. Like the one you saw earlier, it's mostly just nature, or just random images off of Pinterest. So let's talk about probably the worst aspect of this whole account, the emoji cats. Now, if you don't know what emoji cats are, I really don't blame you. They seriously fell off ever since 2023, I guess, 2022 maybe. But essentially, emoji cats are these little cats, or really just any humanoid being made out of emojis, and they were popularized around 2020, 2021, around that era, where quarantine era. They were popularized around the quarantine era, and most emoji cat videos are like some like frame by frame animation of like an emoji cat doing something, right? That's the typical formula that emoji cat videos follow. And that's the same case with Tomo's emoji cat videos. However, these emoji cat videos are they're something that nobody should be posting at all. You might be wondering, Muffin, what do you mean by this? Just take a look. Not only is it these emoji cat videos, but there are also these like stickman animation, quote unquote animation videos, and they all follow like this kind of poop theme, like fetish, this poop scat fetish, I guess. Now, I'm not gonna fault you if you couldn't follow along with that first part of that animation, but essentially it shows that little stick man, he really needed to use the bathroom, and the part that I covered up because it's just weird and disgusting, it shows the stick man pooping, and like I said, it just follows like this kind of fetish, like scat fetish, I guess. I don't know, it's weird. Now, you might be wondering, why is it such a big deal that this person is posting, this kind of stuff? Like, surely this is just a grown adult just posting whatever, or just schizo posting. Wrong. Because from what I can tell, Tomo is a literal, 11-year-old girl posting shit like this, and this is like, at this point, it's not even funny anymore. Like, this is just genuinely bad.
Garis lengkung di bawah ini kurang sempurna garisnya.
Because you mean to tell me that the person who's posting all this fucking fetish, vor whatever, is still learning their ABCs? As a person who grew up with, unrestricted internet access, completely just unprohibited, I could just literally do whatever. This is really, really bad, because back then, the only thing you had to worry about was a scary fucking screamer or whatever. But now it's literal just fetish content that's being promoted to elementary schoolers. I can't make this up. You can't make this up. No one can make this up. This isn't even this is serious, bro. I'm not saying that there was nothing bad on the internet when we grew up, or when older generations grew up, Gore or whatever. It's just the difference is that stuff like that back then wasn't literally promoted by algorithms, because now it's dead ass just vor and just other fetish contents that's just being promoted to obviously younger, less mature audiences. This whole account is literally just a prime example of what unrestricted internet access does to kids, especially nowadays, because you have literal children who can't even multiply, being exposed to all these naughty ass forms of content, and it's just so disgusting. I really do hope that Tomo's parents see what she's posting and put restrictions on her whatever she can see and stuff like that, because I mean this from this point on, it really can only get worse, and I really do hope that other parents see examples like Tomo and put restrictions, because nowadays younger audiences being exposed to bad media is even more common than it used to be, like back in the early 2000s, late 2000s, early 2010s and stuff like that. But that's like really just the takeaway of this video. Really the whole reason why I made this is to just like spread awareness to the fact that the algorithms that are being pushed to youth are just getting worse and worse every day. I just really hope that, you know, one day, not just YouTube, but social media as a whole, the algorithm as a whole just fixes itself and makes sure it isn't, you know, promoting this type of content to, you know, very young audiences. I wanted to dedicate this part of the video to the real Tomoko 44 because they wanted to be in the video, and congratulations, buddy, you made it.